Hello. Hello, welcome to the stream. Apologies for the late start. My computer was being dumb. OBS was just struggling to load things and just being incredibly slow. Which maybe in... Oh, but then like I ended up like, okay, I'll just close it and open it again. And then it's working. So maybe I just like need to wait a bit before I open up OBS after restarting my computer. I don't know, maybe there's too many background processes or something. Something I'll have to look into, but not today. I'm too busy today. Today we're playing Detective Pikachu. Because Detective Pikachu. I did a little looking into how long this game is. And I was like, these chapters are surely getting pretty long thanks to all of these side requests. Oh, hold on. My mum just sent me her Wordle score for today. I need to send her mine. There we go. It's like, oh, I wonder how many chapters there are. Because, like if the chapters are kind of feeling like they're starting to drag on a bit. I thought we were almost done with the chapter last time, but no, there's more. Apparently, like, we're on chapter 4, right? Apparently there's only 5 chapters. If what I briefly saw on Cerebi is correct. Like, the original game had 10. What the hell's going on, right? So, I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe there is more to it, or maybe they're just particularly long chapters. But regardless, I do think there's a good chance we'll be able to finish this game sometime next week, before another code releases, which... Hold on, when does it... Another code, recollection, release date... Okay. Yeah, so there's next week to still play this game, and then the week after another code comes out. So, yeah, let's get into the game. Hopefully my voice survives, because, Jesus Christ, Detective Pikachu's voice. I just quickly refreshed that because, I don't know, I don't remember whether I did it before starting the stream, and that's how I, why is my taskbar not going away? Hello? Is one of these... My heckin' taskbar doesn't want to disappear behind the full screen thing. My computer's just been all sorts of dumb today. Oh well, it's the very bottom of the screen. They're not going to hide something important though. Alright, so we are in flashback territory. I need to turn the volume up a little, I think, on my end. Maybe on this end as well. Because I think I turned it down a little bit for Mega Man. It's an iron gate. Surely it's... Nope, locked. What's with everyone locking their gates today? There's gotta be something we can do. Let's see. What can we find here? Okay, it is very much bothering me that I can't hide the heckin' taskbar. Because it's just not going behind the thing. Taskbar behavior. don't know why it's not... Like, I've clicked on all these things. And it just doesn't want to go away. So dumb. Bruh. I don't want to have a taskbar at the bottom of my full screen display. That's not what full screen means. If I do it on the other monitor, does it do the same thing? No, on my other monitor it works fine. If I do it on my main monitor... Bruh. Yeah, what if I do it windowed? Yeah, that's better. It's not full screen, but it does the job.
Good grief.
This iron gate's pretty sturdy. Loctite too. There's a lot of space on the other side. That must be where everything is stored. Should have asked the boss for the key to open this gate too. I see a key. Is that a key? Maybe it's a spare. Pretty careless of them to leave it here, but I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Just gotta reach my hand out and... I can't reach it. If only there was a stick or something to use. What should I do? Anything else to look at here? Doesn't seem like it. Hello, Pikachu. Is that everything? Oh. There's a pretty big gap at the bottom. Wonder if I can... Nope, too tight. Pika Pika? Don't worry, I'll figure this thing out. Think I'm done checking out this area. Okay, I think I've seen enough of this gate. Now, how do I get that key? Pika Pika. You're down to give me a hand, huh? Pika Pikachu. Oh, that's right. You could probably fit through that gap and get to the other side. Okay, Pikachu. I want you to get that key. It's that little thing over there, see? Once we get that, we can open this gate. Pika? I don't think it understood that. I better try explaining it step by step. First, I need Pikachu to get to the other side of the gate. How should I communicate that? Point to the gap in the gate. Pikachu, I want you to pop through that gap down there and get to the other side of the gate. There we go.
Okay.
Alright, Pikachu's through the gap. Now how should I explain the next step? Maybe this?
Okay.
See, Pikachu, see this? Look for the same thing and bring it over here, will ya? And it just disappears.
Okay.
Thanks, Pikachu. Now I can open this gate. Pikachu.
You did it.
Just poke him in the nose. Now, let's see if this key works. The classic Pokemon trick of fade to black because you don't want to animate it. Bingo, it opened. Let's have a look around. There's nothing for us to invest. Oh, hello. What are y'all doing in here? Another gate? Well, lucky for me, I've got that key from earlier. I'll just give it a turn and... Huh? Sagravala. Why did it decide to take a nap right here? Sorry, Graveler, but I'm gonna have to give this gate a pretty hearty shove. Here goes. No dice. It won't budge. That Graveler's no featherweight. Hey, Graveler, wake up, will ya? Sound asleep. How can I get it to move? I'll see if I can find anything that might help. It's no use. Graveler's fast asleep. I doubt it'll wake up even if I shake it or tickle it. Can rock-type Pokemon even get ticklish? They're like made of rocks. How can I get it to move? I see some berries with stems. Those look like walk-on berries. If I remember right, they can protect Pokemon from electric attacks. I see some small berries. Those look like Chesto berries, if I remember right. They can wake up a sleeping Pokemon. Oh, perfect. See some berries with a thorny skin. Those look like Durin berries. If I remember right, they're used to make Pokeblocks. A specialty of the Hoenn region. The gate's not locked, but I can't open it with Graveler in the way. I gotta figure out a way to get it to move.
Okay.
There's a gap down here, too. I could have Pikachu pop through it again. Pika Pika. Thanks, buddy. I'm counting on you.
Okay.
That's all there is to see here. Maybe I can use one of those berries to make Graveler wake up. I wonder if Pikachu could get a berry for me. Pika. You'll do it? Thanks a million, Pikachu. Alright, now which berry should I tell Pikachu to get? It's a Chesto berry.
Okay.
That one, Pikachu. Grab a Chesto berry on the left there. One of the small berries with the pointed ends.
Okay.
Okay, I got the berry. Now I just need to give it to Graveler. A Chesto berry should wake it right up. How did we reach its mouth? It's facing away from the gate.
Excellent.
Grav. Hey, it woke up. Hey there, Graveler. Sorry for the rubble rousing, but would you mind moving over a bit so I can get the gate open? Grav.
Okay.
Thanks for the help, Graveler. Grav. And thanks for the assist, Pikachu. Pika.
Thanks, buddy.
Just keeps booping the nose. So there was nothing over here, okay. Understandable. We're just taking it in a zigzag. Oh, there's the elevator. The one that we need to fix. Looks like there's nowhere else to go. Pika. Don't tell me we've hit a dead end. Is that an elevator? Ah, this must be the storage area I heard about. Which should make this elevator the one the old charcoal shop master is always fixing. Hey, how's that for luck? I saved myself a trip. Pikachu.
Okay.
Let's start checking out, Pikachu. We can use this elevator to get back up to the ground level. Pikachu. Okay, let's check this thing out and get back up above ground. So the power unit. There's a machine inside that sends electricity to the elevator. There doesn't seem to be any major damage, but electricity isn't flowing properly. This is probably why the elevator keeps breaking down. Can't imagine the charcoal master helped much by whacking it either. These are the elevator buttons. There's one for going up and one for going down. The power's on the fritz, so nothing happens when I press one. If I want to get them working, I'm gonna have to get the electricity flowing again. There's a light coming from above, so I'm pretty sure the elevator will take us back outside. If I want to get the elevator working again, I think I just need to fix the flow of electricity. Once I do that, we can get back up to ground level. Pikachu! The question now is, how do I fix the electricity? This being a storage area and all, I figured they'd at least have some tools or spare parts lying around. What should I do? Pika. The electricity's not flowing properly. The charcoal... Master's approach has been to just give the machine a good smack, and that seems to do the job. It's clearly not a permanent solution, but something about the shock of that initial impact seems to get the electricity flowing again. Pikachu. Oh, sorry, buddy. I was just thinking aloud and... Ah, that's right. I'm not in this alone. I've got you here to help me, Pikachu. Pika? You see this power unit? I want you to use an electric-type move on it. It's weird to me that they keep talking about, like, oh yeah, use this move, use an electric-type move. Oh, this Pokemon used an electric-type move. No one uses specific moves in this game. It's all just, oh, this type. There's no, oh, use Thundershock, use Thunderbolt, use Spark. No, just use an electric-type move. Pika. The electricity might start flowing properly if you give it a good jolt. You think you can do that, Pikachu? Pikachu. Oh. Right as I complain about that. Okay, Thunderbolt.
Okay.
Do your thing, Pikachu.
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! You did it!
Let's go.
Great job, Pikachu.
Another boop on the nose. Elevator time.
And this should get us out of here. I couldn't have done it without you. Thanks, Pikachu. Okay.
Finally, fresh air. Pika. Awesome work, Pikachu. First you help Pancham, then you go and fix the elevator. Is there anything you can't do? Seriously though, I couldn't have come this far without you. Thanks, Pikachu. Pikachu. So where the hell are we now? New area of the map, I guess.
This must be the charcoal kiln hut. Okay.
We did it, Pikachu. We made it to the charcoal kiln. Pika. I was told this was where the Berserk Pokemon appeared. Investigating that incident's the whole reason I'm here. We ran into a Berserk Pokemon on the way here too. Pika. I learned something from that encounter at least. Humans definitely have something to do with the Berserk Pokemon. Pika. Let me think back on what I've seen so far. 2 suspicious guys, and a Lairon that went berserk right in front of us. Those 2 guys seemed very flustered when they saw me. They didn't seem like locals to me. They probably came here from somewhere else. Pika. Judging by the way Pikachu reacted to him, I'm pretty sure they had something to do with Lairon going berserk. The Lairon was calm when I first saw those 2 guys, but once they started running away, Lairon went berserk. Did it go berserk because it was scared of us, or for some other reason? Pika! Lairon's eyes caught my attention too. Its eyes are usually light blue, but they were red when it started going berserk. Something about that feels off to me. They were not that They were not that saturated red. They were a much lighter red than that. Oh, it was probably lighter because everything's in a desaturated filter because it's a flashback. Okay, I understand. Pika Pika.
Okay.
Well, I think that's about all I've got to ponder. Time for some deduction. Okay. Looks like some people had something to do with the Berserk Pokemon in Bamboo Burrow. Start deducing the cause based on what happened when Lairon went Berserk. So it turns out humans are involved in the Berserk Pokemon incidents in Bamboo Burrow. Those two suspicious looking guys I saw in the forest looked like they were trying to avoid being seen by other people. And that Lairon was probably a Pokemon they brought along with them. The question is, why did Lairon go Berserk? I'll try to deduce whether there was anything strange about Lairon's behavior when it went Berserk.
Now then.
Why did Lairon go Berserk all of a sudden? Is it Lairon was forced to go Berserk? Lairon's red eyes and the way it went Berserk were abnormal. If humans forced Lairon to go Berserk, that would explain what happened. Human gave orders to Lairon before suspicious man. They might have ordered Lairon to go Berserk. Lairon was started by humans. It is forced to go Berserk.
This is it.
Something definitely seemed off about Lairon's red eyes, not to mention the way it went Berserk. I feel like it wasn't even thinking straight. Almost like it just lost its mind all of a sudden. Oh no, I still have some tea. I was like, have I finished my tea? No. Why did it react so violently? I need to get to the bottom of this. Let's assume for sake of argument that Lairon was forced to go Berserk. Considering all the destruction of the bamboo forest and Lairon's violent, out-of-control behavior, it all makes sense if those two guys forced Lairon to go Berserk. Though how they did that, I'm not sure. There might be more evidence back there. Once I'm done investigating here, I'll take another look around the bamboo forest. Ba-la-la-la. If those two are really the ones making Pokemon go Berserk, then... Pika, Pika, Pika! What's wrong? Lairon! Seriously?
Watch out!
And he just sort of like... Okay, no, it's coming back. Oh! Okay, button mash time. Mash the button. It's a rock type. Oh, never mind, we're good. I was about to be like, it's a rock type. What the hell do you think's gonna happen?
Oh, hey, nice
But
job.
no, it worked. Never mind me. Oh, and it's back to normal.
Hey, are you okay? Looks like those jerks were using you. Huh? What's this? A vial?
That conveniently got stuck in
Of brilliance!
a flash of brilliance.
Pokemon have been going berserk, and this stuff is why. Exactly. You think so too? If this gets out into the world, it'll be a disaster. But I will not let that happen.
Fucking
Thanks for all your
flash
help,
of
buddy.
brilliance.
Bye now. Wanna come?
Aw.
Well then, you can have this.
Hey,
Looks
that's not
great
how
on
it
you.
happened. That's a retcon.
Right. Let's go.
I'll be honest. While it is cool seeing, like, the first time Harry and Pikachu met, I'm not a fan of how it retcons
Wake up,
parts of the
Pikachu!
first game. I'll explain more after the... Oh, okay, the cutscene's over. So, like, in the first game, it's sort of implied that Harry and Pikachu have been working together for a long time, and the R case was the last case that Harry worked on before he disappeared. And it's also implied that, like, they were working together at for some amount of time, and then he later gave Pikachu the hat. So I was thinking, like, oh, he got the hat for his daughter, and then when she grew out of it, maybe he gave it to Pikachu. But now it's like, oh no, Pikachu and Harry met while he was investigating R, and he immediately gave the hat to Pikachu. And it's like, that's a retcon. That's not how it was in the first game. Bruh. Oof, I fell asleep again. Oh hey, Tim, what's with that look? Come on, you worry too much. How are you not concerned about this, Pikachu? You keep collapsing out of nowhere. Aren't you all anxious about what might be causing that? Do you have any idea how worried we've all been? You're right, Tim. I'm sorry. I was trying to downplay it to keep you all from worrying, but I guess that backfired. Sorry, Pikachu. I didn't mean to go off on you like that. Oh, let me adjust my mic a little, so it's better facing me. No, I needed to hear it. I'll get myself checked out after we finish this investigation. But for now, we gotta focus on finding Rachel and Jessica. Let's hurry up and go. Wait, we can't just go rushing in? We don't know what's in here. Don't worry, I've been here before with Harry. It's safe in here. There's an elevator in the back. We won't get lost. Your dream jogged more memories about this place, huh? Mind filling me in? You and Dad met in the bamboo forest, right? Did you two come here next? Pretty much. Things got pretty hairy after I gave Pancham its medicine. Harry and I encountered a berserk Pokemon, and we ended up here after we ran away. You had to run? What happened? I had Pikachu look after Pancham, and I headed in the direction of the roaring. I will say, if there is only one more chapter of the game, it explains why they're already being so incredibly unsubtle about the mystery surrounding Pikachu and Harry. I had Pikachu look after Pancham, and I headed in the direction of the roaring. What? Sounds like his memories are jumbled again. As I was heading toward where the loud roar came from, I saw Hoot Hoot flying away as fast as its wings could carry it. I knew right away that Hoot Hoot must have encountered a berserk Pokemon. I wanted to confirm it though, so I climbed up a huge boulder and headed toward where Hoot Hoot came flying from. Oh, 2 bits of testimony from that, okay. When I saw Harry heading that way, I scrambled up the boulder to catch up with him, then left Pancham behind. That's a lot of testimony. Huh? This isn't quite making sense. After Harry and I climbed the boulder, we ran into these two shady guys and a berserk Pokemon. The berserk Pokemon started attacking us, so we ran away and ended up stumbling into this storage area. I'm not sure how accurate his memory is for some parts of that story. I guess the one consistent thing is that they managed to escape the berserk Pokemon by running into this storage area.
Yeah.
The people of Bamboo Borough use this storage area. Some Pokemon live here, but it's generally a safe place. A storage area, huh? I guess that's why it's such a sturdy structure. There's an elevator up ahead we can use to get to ground level. I guess that explains why we got so many notes from the first one, because these don't give us any notes. It'll let us out onto the other side of the bridge, which is perfect. The power doesn't always work, but I know how to fix that. Wow, really? Guess we're covered then. Yeah, totally.
Hey,
Anyway, we can get out of here if we just follow the path beyond the gate. I know exactly what to do. Sounds straightforward, but we should still be careful. I'm worried about your condition. I appreciate it. Now let's go find Rachel and Jessica. Oh, wait a second, I want to organize my thoughts first. Some things Pikachu saw in stream don't make sense, but not everything. Figure out which part doesn't add up. I'm trying to make sense of Pikachu's story, but something about it seems strange to me. I know not everything makes sense in a dream, but parts of what he's told me actually did make sense. I just have this hunch that I also need to sort out what he said in his story.
oh,
I know, there's something strange about what Pikachu said he did. Dad and Pikachu acting separately. Pikachu left Pancham to follow Dad, but it's strange he was separated from Dad in the front. Nope. Pikachu climbing the same boulder twice. Pikachu noticed where the Berserk Pokemon was first. This one, obviously. If what Pikachu said is true, it would mean he climbed that huge boulder twice. I doubt that he climbed down the boulder just to climb it a second time. He also said he followed my dad. What does this all mean? Gee, I wonder.
hey,
Okay, let's head further into the storage area. Sounds good.
hey.
This metal gate's locked, but we've got nothing to worry about. I can fit through the gaps in the bottom and search for a key on the other side. The gate doesn't seem to be locked, actually. See? Huh? Wow, my clever solution fizzled into nothing. Folks around here really ought to be more careful about leaving things unlocked. Don't worry about it. The important thing is that we can get through without any trouble. Fade to black. Oh, hey. It's a young goose. Oh, hello, boulders. Pikachu, what's up with these huge rocks all over the place? These weren't here last time I was here. Where the heck did they come from? Well, lucky for us, I know exactly who to ask for help with this kind of stuff. Alrighty then. Puzzle time. Goro. Tim, should we ask for Pangoro's help?
Hey.
Yes. Let's do this, Pangoro. Goro. Oh, I finished my tea. Now I only have water to calm my throat. Alright. You want me to push these? Oh, you want me to push these rocks, right? Mind if I get to it? Go for it.
Hey.
Do your thing, Pangoro. Okay. Okay, so I guess we just push this one then. Oh. We actually have to fill a thing. Okay then, so I guess this one, because I assume we're not they probably mentioned it last time that we're not able to like push rocks that are already up against another rock or something like that.
Thanks.
Nice, now we can keep going. Thanks for the assist, Pangoro. Sure, if you need my help, just say the word. What you doing here? Mind if we get started? Why does it ask that? I don't understand. Yeah, we shouldn't be good here. Just do this. And then push it there. Because we filled in the gap so we can get down the bottom there in order to push this one up. Push it real good.
Thanks.
Alright, the path's clear. Thanks, Pangoro. Don't mention it.
Thank you.
Thank you both. Looks like we can continue now.
Big.
Said Dagasby. Oh, this is probably the Bunnelby that grew up. Hey, it's Diggersby. What are you doing in a place like this? I'm working on my artistic creations, dig it? What do you mean? All these nice rock blocks I made today. They're my pride and joy, you dig? Don't they look great? You mean you're the one who dug up these holes and left those boulders lying around? I sure dig. Hope you enjoyed them. Enjoyed isn't the first word that comes to mind. We filled those holes, they were in the way. You dig what? You ruined my precious artistic creations? Sorry, but we didn't have a choice. It was our only way through. Dig, nabbit. Let's go, Pikachu. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, Pikachu?
Mm-hmm.
Be careful getting down. Thanks for your help, Pangoro. This is the elevator's power unit. It generates the electricity that keeps the whole thing running. It looks pretty banged up. Yeah, it used to break down all the time. The master of the charcoal shop had to whack it with bamboo to get it running again. Well, that explains all the dents. I'm surprised to hear that hitting it actually worked. Nah, it still kept breaking, so Harry and I fixed it up. Wow, you two did that together? Yep, all these dents are just how we left them. That means the old man hasn't had to whack it back into running order ever since. So it's been working smoothly since you and Dad fixed it? Then we shouldn't have any trouble with it. Yep, it's a good thing for me. What do you mean? Well, fixing it up required using electric-type moves. Actually, never mind. Forget I said anything. Anyway, let's take this elevator back outside. Up we go. Yes. Looks like these elevator buttons are working. I guess none of the memories that came back to me will come in handy after all. It's not true. They helped us get all the way here. Now we've just got to ride the elevator up and... Golem. Oh, the Graveler from Harry's time. Goro. It came from above. This can't be good. Let's hurry on up.
Come on.
Stressing out won't make this go any faster, Tim.
Wait faster.
Right.
Wait faster, Tim.
Okay.
That roar came from somewhere nearby. Keep your guard up, Tim. Right, let's go. Drama. Wait, is that... Rachel, Jessica. Tim, wait. That guy. Oh, so it wasn't...
Looks like I got what I was
Agron.
after. Now I just need to capture that detective dude.
Oh, no.
I've already given you the research data. Just leave us alone.
What did you say? You've got a lot of nerve making demands of Unitas.
Unitas.
And then we just sort of waltz up, and then they're
Wait for
positioned
you,
differently.
great detective. Now you're dealing with an elite. Golem, attack!
That would absolutely
You're up,
break the...
Pangoro.
That would absolutely break the device. Okay. Mash the button. Nah.
Just get that thing off. Pangoro, hold on a little longer.
Oh. Oh, we for once we got a fucking timing one and not a mash one. Is this like the first time that's happened? I'm pretty sure I haven't seen that in this game.
I did it! Oh no! Great.
Phew, that was pretty intense. I'm glad he took off. Pikachu, Pangoro. That looked like a tough opponent to handle. Are you two okay? That was nothing for us, right, Pangoro? Goro. I get the feeling you two can handle just about anything. Seems like Rachel and Jessica are okay too. That's great to hear. We should go check in with them.
Yes.
Wait, who the fuck's this guy in the back?
Yeah. I'm fine too. But they stole something really important.
That man in black from earlier. It sounded like he was with some group called Unitas. Unitas? What's that? He knew I was carrying something important too. What does this all mean? Breathe, Jessica. It's okay. You're safe now. I can't believe this is happening. I understand it might be difficult to talk about, Jessica, but do you think you could answer some questions? Sure, I can do that.
Excuse me?
The man in black mentioned something called Unitas. Can you tell me more about that? Yes, you remember that project that I told you about before? The one Emma launched in the lab at Rhyme City? It was called the Unitas Project. Huh? They have the same name? It surprised me as well. But why? Why would they use the same name as Mama's project? Jessica told us before that the project was cancelled and the lab was shut down. Maybe the guy used to work at the lab back when it was still running? Do you remember ever seeing him, Jessica? No, I've never seen him before. He knew who I was, though. Ah, yes, the man who was entirely covered except for, like, his mouth and jaw. I definitely never saw him before. So that man in black just now was with that Unitas organization. There's no way this is all a coincidence. Agreed. There's gotta be something behind all this.
Excuse me?
Jessica, what did that Unitas guy steal from you? Research data. Emma collected it at the lab. What? You were just carrying that around? Yes, I keep it on a thumb drive. I thought of it like a good luck charm. But why? Were you planning to continue her research? No, quite the opposite, actually. That research data could spell danger for both humans and Pokemon. I figured I should hold on to it to keep that from happening. Or you could, destroy it. That would be safer, probably. I can't believe my mom would research something so dangerous. The research itself was about how people and Pokemon could live together in harmony. Emma was specifically focused on the possible interactions between Pokemon and human consciousness. In the middle of her research, she made an unexpected discovery. A way for a human to take full control of a Pokemon's consciousness, or even fuse their own consciousness with it. That's horrifying. Emma thought so too. That's why she kept her data hidden from everyone at the lab. I was the only person she told where she kept it. She must have really trusted you, Jessica. Yes, I couldn't fully understand all the data. It was a bit above my level of expertise. When the lab shut down after the R incident, I took the research data with me. And now that Unitas goon has it. I should have deleted it when I had the chance, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. It's okay, I understand. Dr. Myers meant a lot to you, and you wanted to remember her. Yes, thank you, Rachel. Unitas must have known what was in that research data. Who the fuck's that guy in the background?
Jessica sure gave us a lot to consider, huh?
No kidding.
So, she was attacked by people who were after Emma's research data.
And they called themselves Unitas. The same name as Emma's project. Which means, if we head to the lab...
My thoughts exactly. This mystery's been twisty, but I think we're starting to get it.
You're right. I suspect that...
Wait, Tim. Just a second. I'd like to back up our theory a bit more before we go and get too excited.
How?
We'll start tomorrow morning by organizing all the information we've collected up to now. This view of the bamboo forest is reminding me of Harry all over again.
Did you and my dad come out this way too?
Sure did. This is where me and Harry faced down a rampaging Laron together. Good times.
That's wild to think about. You and my dad were right here, huh?
Yeah, and it wasn't a cakewalk, let me tell you. Yeah.
I saw these two suspicious-looking guys in the bamboo forest, and when I tried to reason with them, they were having none of it. Ah yes, Pikachu was the one who did the reasoning. And Harry couldn't understand me when I tried telling him. Those guys suddenly took off running, and that's when Laron attacked us. Did Laron go berserk because of R? Yeah, I didn't know about R at that point, but the vial I found then was a big clue. I see. By the way, what do you mean when you say you tried to reason with them? I wanted to suss them out first by talking to them. Running straight in didn't seem like the right move. They tried to play dumb, said something about harvesting bamboo shoots. Then they used some R to make Laron go berserk. What's up, Tim? You haven't forgotten about R, have you? What's bugging you? Well, let me ask again. You said you tried to reason with those two suspicious men? Yeah, of course. Pikachu said he tried to reason with two suspicious-looking men. But Dad was there too, wasn't he? So how come Pikachu was the one who tried to reason with them? Something about this story is strange too. I'll clarify some things with Pikachu after I go over what he just said. Another part of Pikachu's story just now was strange. Let me think this through carefully and figure out what seems strange. Pikachu suddenly spoke to those suspicious men. It's strange that Pikachu talked to those suspicious men without first coming up with a plan. Two suspicious men could understand Pikachu. The suspicious men wouldn't listen to Pikachu. he can be very persuasive. It's this one. Of course, I'm the only one who can understand what Pikachu says. So how is he able to talk to those suspicious men? Maybe he got confused when he heard Dad talk to those guys and now he thinks he's the one who talked to them? Or, you know, the whole fusing with a Pokemon's consciousness thing.
Pikachu, can I have a word with you?
Have a word? What's this about, Tim?
If you don't mind, I'd like to talk to you in private.
In that case, let's chat in there.
Where'd the guy go? I should have talked to him before I spoke to Jessica. Bamboo burrow, charcoal, kiln hut in the forest, in the bamboo forest.
What's so important that we need to talk alone? Oh, do you need relationships?
Yeah, you wish. Ever since we got to this area, you've been acting really strange.
You think so? I guess all those memories rushing back jumbled my brain.
Well, let's start unjumbling it then.
Sounds good to me. Where should we start?
Oh, this is the closer of the case.
Let's go in chronological order. When my dad came here, do you remember the first thing he did?
Well, Harry came here to investigate the Berserk Pokemon incident. But the gate to the bamboo forest was locked, so I had to borrow the key. After that, we had our fateful encounter.
Don't you find that a little unusual?
But my dad actually borrowed the key.
You never met my dad before you crossed paths in the bamboo forest, right?
Yep, that's right.
In that case, don't you think it's strange? I mean, how could you even know about what happened before you met my dad?
Huh? Now that you mention it, that is strange. Maybe I heard from Harry?
After that, you helped Pancham in the bamboo forest?
Yeah. I was by his side the whole time, protecting him until his injury got better. Tracking down the medicine was tough.
But how is that possible?
Just going through all the contradictions. This one.
Pikachu, that doesn't make sense. If you were with Pancham the whole time, you couldn't have gone looking for medicine.
Huh? I could have sworn I stayed with him. Maybe I left once to go look around for some medicine?
After Pancham recovered, do you remember what happened next?
Yeah. I heard a Pokemon roar from somewhere way off in the forest. I saw some Pokemon fleeing, so I figured there was something beyond the boulder.
It's just the same answers that we've already figured out.
I climbed the boulder and continued on. And then I followed Harry and climbed the boulder too?
Just as I thought. Your memories have gotten all mixed up. Pikachu. If what you said is correct, wouldn't that mean you climbed the boulder twice?
That's what I said, but... maybe I got mixed up because I saw Harry climb it?
As you went deeper into the bamboo forest, what did you find?
I came across a suspicious duo with a Lairon. And I remember calling out to them. I shouted something like, "Excuse me, what are you doing here?" They tried to play dumb, and then the Lairon suddenly came charging at us.
Wait a second. That doesn't make sense. That suspicious duo.
Both of brilliance.
Isn't it strange that they could understand what you were saying?
Yeah, I guess you have a point. Maybe Harry said it for me?
So, the two of you escaped from danger and decided to become partners. That's when you received the hat, right?
Yeah. I gave this hat to Pikachu as a gift. And Harry put it on my head?
So he gave the hat to himself as a present. If Pikachu gave the hat to himself, he couldn't have got it by himself in the first place. There was another hat. There were two Pikachu. This one? Yeah, okay. Why is there a loading screen?
You say you got the hat from my dad, but you also gave it to Pikachu?
That's right. How strange. I'm starting to remember more. This whole thing started with that car accident.
Okay, so that's at least consistent with the first game.
I remember driving my car that day with my partner, Pikachu. Suddenly, the brakes failed and we crashed in a valley. And then I got thrown out of the car. Everything started to fade, and I blacked out. All I remember is Pikachu desperately crying for help. But, of course, these memories up to that point were Harry's.
What is the matter? You do not appear to be injured. It is too late for him. He is fading as we speak.
Oh shit.
You would go that far? I will need your physical form to save him. Even I cannot say for certain what will happen. Knowing
Okay,
this,
so it wasn't
you
the
still wish
project.
to save him.
It was just Mewtwo.
Very well. However, I have one condition. My cells are being used by some humans for nefarious ends. I want you to retrieve them for me.
Oh, so they're using Mewtwo's cells for like Project
The fate of
Unitas?
this human rests in the strength of your bond
Maybe?
with him. Now.
Well then.
Anyway, that's what went down between me and Mewtwo.
It sounds to me like Dad and Pikachu had a really strong bond.
Yeah. By the way, Tim, don't you want to know what me and Mewtwo talked about after the ER incident?
Huh? You remember what happened then, too?
Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. Crystal clear.
So this was like just after the events of the first game, I guess.
After we solved the R case, I went out to that alley to meet up with Mewtwo. Here you are, just like I promised you.
Oh no, so Mewtwo's cells were for
Indeed.
R. Okay.
Thank you.
So, that means it's my turn now.
Before we proceed, there is something we must discuss.
Oh yeah? Don't tell me you can't do it now.
Right now, Pikachu's consciousness and your human consciousness coexist within you. It is a miracle that this balance has endured as long as it has. I can
Wait, so
only
Harry knew the
imagine
whole
that your
time?
trust in one another has made this possible. If I were to forcibly separate the two,
You're saying you can't guarantee that I'd
So
survive
when
that.
did Harry remember that he
Correct.
was Harry?
I would say you have a 50% chance of survival.
I'm confused.
We don't have much time. Have you decided on which one to choose?
Yeah, I've made up my mind. I'll take my chances with that 50%.
So be it.
Okay, so I guess at some point during the first game,
Wait
Harry...
a second!
What?
When you say I might not survive, do you mean just me or Pikachu too?
Your fate and Pikachu's are inextricably intertwined.
Then I can't afford to leave this up to chance. Sorry, can you wait before making me human again? Please. I'm sure Tim will figure something out. Besides, I'd like to be here and watch him grow up. I'm sorry, Tim. Can't come home just yet.
Very well. However, because you used a move earlier, you are now in a precarious situation. If your human consciousness remains this strong, Pikachu's will disappear.
Then, what can I do?
I will restore the balance between your consciousnesses, and you will forget
Oh,
what
okay.
you now remember.
So at the end of the game, he remembered, but now
Amnesia
Mewtwo
again?
made him forget.
Hey,
Okay.
wait! If
Understandable.
you do that, how am I supposed to tell Tim I'm...
Understandable. Okay, I get it now.
All this time I've been looking for my dad. And all along, you've been right beside me.
I'm sorry. I should have realized it sooner.
You think that's why we could understand each other?
Yeah, that really should have been our biggest clue, huh? After all, you're my own flesh and blood. You've really grown up, Tim. You finally found me. Thank you.
That hung on Pikachu's face for just a little too long, I think.
So, what do I call you now? Should I call you Dad?
Huh?
I mean, you're my dad, but you're a Pikachu too.
Yeah, it'd be weird if someone overheard you. Pikachu is fine for now.
Huh?
Just until I'm back to normal.
Yeah, sounds good, I mean, Pikachu.
I'd better get back to normal soon, for everyone's sake.
Thanks to my dad's strong bond with Pikachu, Mewtwo was able to save his life. But our work isn't finished just yet. The name of Emma's project was Unitas, the same name as the organization. We need to investigate the Unity Lab next.
Okie dokie. Time for what is presumably the final chapter of the game. Don't know how long it is. Don't know if there's going to be a shitload of side quests again.
Today is the
But we'll
last
see, I
day
guess.
of Pokemon Friendship Week. A variety of events are being held across the
Oh,
city
so that's
to
why it's
celebrate.
only 5. Because
And
they
tonight,
wanted to
Mayor
fit
Myers
it
will
all
unveil
within
what he calls a
Pokemon Friendship
revolutionary
Week.
device that will make Rhyme City proud.
Uh-oh.
Expectations are high for this device, which is meant to bring people and Pokemon closer together.
Tonight, huh?
Sus.
Do you think Mayor Myers is really connected to Unitas?
Sus.
Well...
There's only one way to find out. We need to go ask the mayor himself. Let's sum up what we know so far, Tim. Sure. An organization went after Mewtwo and stole Harry's body from it. The same organization has also been putting cubes on Pokemon that force them to do their dirty work. Right, and that organization's name is Unitas. I'm not pronouncing it the way they do because the way they say it sounds weird. Unitas. Unitas sounds better. Which is the same name that Emma, Rachel's mother, used for her final project. The Unitas project. I think I just said it the way they said it. God damn it. The Unitas project. That shared name, along with the people involved, makes it pretty clear the two are related. As for a lab capable of mass-producing machines as complicated as the cubes, Emma's old facility is the only one around that fits the bill. Isn't it shut down, though? Apparently not. Huh? What do you mean? Word is, some people have been going in and out of that facility recently. What do you mean, word is? When did you get word of this? Where did you hear that? Okay, now they're going to explain. Tim. Do you realize how long I've been living in Rhyme City as a Pokemon? Between all the Pokemon we've met on our cases, I've got eyes and ears just about everywhere. I see. And now that you have my dad's memories back... Yep, I combined that knowledge with the latest info I've gathered. So trust me, that lab is operational. And I see a pizza on the
Abandoned
table.
Pokemon Unity Lab. I bet we'll find all the answers there.
Don't forget, we also need to get Dad's body back.
Right.
He says
It's
in
gonna
full
be a
earshot
long
of the
day.
rest of his family.
Make sure you're all prepped, Tim.
There's pizza. It's a bamboo charcoal pizza we brought back from Bamboo Borough. They sure make a mean pie. They sure do. It was super generous of the manager to thank us for our help with free pizza. We still got leftovers from yesterday. Maybe I'll have a nibble before we head out.
Oh,
It's today's newspaper. I wonder what they're covering. Exclusive Great Detective Pizza Chew. Pizza Chew. You made the front page, Pikachu. Yeah, I was taking a break after eating at the pizzeria in Bamboo Borough. It sure was nice of them to comp us some pizzas, thanks for carrying the charcoal. But did you really have to eat that many slices, Pikachu? Hey, cut me some slack. I was out there moving boulders with Pangoro, and I stopped that golem from rolling right at us, too. That kind of strenuous activity works up the appetite, you know? Didn't expect to make headlines for it, though. Maybe this is a good lesson for you about the dangers of overeating. Please. Not eating something so delicious is way more dangerous if you ask me. Right? Right. Remind me who stuffed himself so full of pizza that he needed to be carried home? Well, you see, that, sorry about that. And now we've got all these heckin' things we got from the side quests.
Huh?
What? There was a robbery in Bamboo Borough? Yeah, the curry joint. But it looks like they caught the robber right away. Oh, the gumshoes in town was the young goose that we saw in Harry's time. Oh, and look who stopped the robber. It was that young goose we met. A gumshoes we met. Gumshoes really took a liking to those curry buns. Was probably staking the place out, hoping for another chance to eat some. I'll bet my hat that's how it came across the robber. Says here the owner of the curry shop actually gave Gumshoes some curry buns as a reward. Well, there you go. I guess the stakeout paid off. Then Blossom. Here's a research article about Blossom's dancing. It says they're studying weather patterns when Blossom dances. They hypothesize that there's a connection between how energetically Blossom dances and how clear the weather is. Based on that, I guess they want to research it further. Wasn't it a clear sunny day when we met Blossom? Do you think their dance moves were somehow connected to how nice the weather was? I wonder. But everyone feels more energetic on sunny days than rainy ones, you know? Not necessarily. Sometimes sunny days are really fucking hot. Maybe it's the other way around. When the weather is nice, that's when Blossom dance up a storm. Territorial disputes reveal relationships of bug Pokemon. Here's a research article about the relationships between bug Pokemon in different environments. It says even bug Pokemon that don't get along in one environment might become friends in another. The Heracross and Vikavolt we ran into at Bamboo Borough were a perfect example of that. Heracross and Pinsir are both bug Pokemon, but usually they do not get along. But throw a Vikavolt into the ecosystem and voila, Pinsir and Heracross start teaming up. That's actually mentioned in their dex entries in Sun and Moon. That tense standoff between Heracross and Vikavolt had me sweating. Can you imagine if a Pinsir had been there too? Things could have escalated into a real beauty of a bug battle. I'm just glad Sylveon was able to calm them down. Sleeping figurine? A sleeping figurine becoming popular good luck charm? Oh. Do you remember seeing any Meowth figurines in Bamboo Borough being sold as souvenirs? Meowth figurines? Maybe at the ceramic shop? Yeah, that's a reasonable guess. Anyway, looks like they've rolled out a new Meowth figure. A sleeping one. Apparently, folks saying these little knickknacks are just the cutest thing ever. They're practically flying off the shelves. Wow. I guess everyone loves Meowth. Now you've got me thinking about that Alolan Meowth we met. Real character, that guy. Latest restaurant review from Bamboo Burrow. It's a feature on the curry place where Squelvet was helping out. That's the joint that's famous for its super spicy tomato berry curry, right? Yeah, I remember Professor Gordon saying he really likes tomato berries. Those berries are incredibly spicy, aren't they? They sure are. I tried some of that curry back when I was in Bamboo Burrow way back when. It was so spicy that I thought my tongue was gonna melt off, but boy was it delicious. Couldn't imagine eating that stuff every day though. Squelvet's gotta have a cast iron stomach. Wait, are those berries that spicy? No wonder Squelvet wanted something sweet. Yamper health regimen.
Huh?
Yamper health regimen? I wonder how that works. Maybe Yamper zaps you with electricity to loosen the knots in your shoulders or something. Yamper are real dynamos, so I can see that sort of thing. So I can see them being good at that sort of thing. Sure, I guess that might work. But it also sounds like it'd be pretty painful. Besides, that's not what the Yamper health regimen is at all. It actually just says you should take a Yamper to a park and run around with it. Run around with that little live wire? I don't think so. Listen to me, Tim, that's no health regimen, that's a marathon. Well, whatever they call it, exercise is still good for you, isn't it? It looks like they're hosting a meetup for beginners at Tonti Park. Why don't you join them, Pikachu? Yeah, running around in circles is going to be a hard pass for me, Tim. I'm the brains of this operation, not the brawn. What happened to Great Detective Tip number 12? Use those legs while investigating. Oh, you did not just use my own tips against me. Great Detective Pikachu, look. Oh, the Mimikyu. A contest to see who looks the most like me? Wow, whoever came up with that idea deserves a raise. Looks like it was held at Fountain Plaza. Most of the participants entered their partner Pokemon into the contest, but some people actually entered themselves, decked out in homemade Detective Pikachu costumes. Whoa, do I really have that many fans? Not sure I'm ready for that level of popularity. Oh yeah? Then why are you grinning so hard right now? So who won the contest? The winner was a last-minute entry. A wild Mimikyu. Look, Pikachu, it even had a detective hat like yours. What do you know? I've even got Pokemon superfans. Being in love like this, it's really hitting me right in the warm and fuzzies. Speed rankings?
Huh?
Oh, Dracloak. Wow, it says here that Dracloak fly at over 120 miles per hour. So I guess wherever Rhyme City is, it's somewhere that uses the Imperial system. Because we don't use miles here in Australia. The one we met was flying really slowly when it was looking for Dreepy. I didn't realize Dracloak could actually fly that fast. It probably didn't want to fly so fast that it flew right past Dreepy. Over 120 miles per hour, huh? Amanda drives like a maniac, but I think Dracloak could give her a run for her money. Amanda being a character from the first game, who is just sort of ignored in this game because I guess they decided the detective agency from the first game is not necessary. Don't even joke about something that terrifying. A far-fetched tale.
Mm-hmm.
Here's an article about a book that's... Oh, that's Tim. Here's an article about a book that's coming out this week. The Far-Fetched Tale? What's it about? It's a historical fantasy novel about a Sirfetch'd. The wandering warrior Sirfetch'd embarks on a long journey full of encounters and fare-thee-wells. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll fall in love. This adventure story is one for the ages. Wow, sounds like a pretty epic tale. Do you suppose the Sirfetch'd we met in the bamboo forest ever went on a journey like that? Well, it was no ordinary Pokemon, I can tell you that. By now, it's probably set out on a new adventure with Pawniard. Ayo? Oh, it's probably talking about Dunsparce. Wait, there's a mythical Pokemon in the forest at Bamboo Burrow? I didn't hear anything about that when we were in the bamboo forest, did you? Nope, and considering the timing, you'd think it would have come up. How do they describe this mythical Pokemon? It says no one's actually seen it clearly, There are just reports of people peeking into the tall grass when they hear a sound and finding nothing but a hole in the ground. Some did see a shadowy shape leap away from them, though. Hey, Pikachu, what if it was actually a Pokemon we know? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's gotta be Dunsparce. We convinced that researcher guy to keep Dunsparce a secret, but it looks like word got out anyway. Poor Dunsparce probably just wants to live a quiet life. I guess it'll have to lie low until the rumors die down. And the crossword. Okay, Tim, I'll let you solve this one today. Gotta test your deductive skills and see how far you've come as a detective. Sure, whatever. Read me the hints. Here goes. This sharp-eyed Pokemon keeps watch from above. That'll be Noctowl. Next, this Pokemon bites and eats anything it comes across. I'm guessing Dino? Not bad so far. How about this next one? This agile Pokemon has leaves growing on its arms and head. I think that's Shiftry. Wait, no, Grovyle. Wow, you got 'em all. Way to go, Tim. Can't believe my little boy has grown up to be such a fine young man. Your dad's just so proud. Just so proud of you, son. Sniffle. Okay, quit being dramatic. Those fake tears are a bit much even for you. Okay, finally done with the newspaper.
Right.
Are you going out again? Just don't do anything too risky. Harry never stopped investigating, no matter how dangerous it got. And he... Please be careful, Tim. I will, Mom. Irene, I didn't realize just how much you worried about me. I'm sorry. But we've almost solved this. Wait for me, Irene.
Yep. Pikachu seems different from his usual self.
Different how?
It just seems like he's got, I don't know, old man energy now.
What?
Old man.
Really? He's always seemed like that to me.
Not old, experienced, like an experienced great detective.
Am I really acting older since I got my memories back?
I gotta clip this and send this to my friends.
Yep.
Oh no, is Pikachu depressed? It's fine, I didn't take it personally or anything. Anything new on the special about Pokemon Friendship Week? It's been a ton going on, but today's the last day. Alright, time to head out. Time to get going? Oh, we had a couple drop frames. Hopefully that's the last of it. Yep, let's mosey. That Ayo Final Fantasy reference?
Okay, there's something I gotta do. I'll meet you there.
Wait, what?
You'll like it, I promise. Oh, that's right. We're out of coffee beans. Pick some up?
Okay, the usual dark roast, right?
Yeah. Huh?
What?
Sophia, you can...
Uh-huh.
Now that's my little girl.
We don't have time for this.
Okay.
See you later.
Bruh. Okay then. A plan that transcends time. Oh, Rachel's here as well, of course. Pokemon Unity Lab abandoned, even though there's someone standing right out the front of it. So this is the Pokemon Unity Lab. Yeah, this is definitely where Mama used to work. You sure this is where Unitas's base is? That's what I heard, but it seems too quiet, doesn't it? It looks like there might be a janitor over there, but still, why is there a janitor if the lab has been abandoned? Yeah, it's weird, but nowhere near as weird as Pikachu actually being your dad. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. His body is supposed to be around here somewhere, right? Yeah, at least that's what we think. Then we better find him. Let's look around ourselves a bit while we wait for Pikachu. I'm curious about what's inside. Okay, let's go. Talk to the janitor, but there's also a Garbodor. Oh wait, oh no. I think it was a Trubbish in the first game. Maybe. Maybe it was a Garbodor. Garba! It's a Garbodor. Do you think it lives around here? Maybe it's the janitor's partner. Garbodor always hang around cleaning crews and garbage collectors. You might be right. Let's talk to it once Pikachu gets here. Hey yo, Diglett! Dig. Oh, a Diglett. Have you seen any suspicious looking people around here? Wait, I don't speak Pokemon. Let's talk to it again once Pikachu gets here. And there's also a Tangela. Out on a stroll. Tanga Tanga. It's a Tangela. Tangela's whole body is covered in vines, which it uses to grab all sorts of stuff. We can ask it some questions once Pikachu joins us. And then I know the janitor's there, but I want to look at the sign. Pokemon Unity Lab, huh? This is where Mama used to work. Okay, that's it, apparently. Anything further on? No, just the entrance. So I guess we'll talk to the janitor.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, do you mind if we ask you a few questions? Who are you? I'm not. He's a generic, normal face person. I don't give him a voice. Oh, don't worry, we're not suspicious. We're students at Rhyme University. Tim is still shit with his poker face. We're researching this area for a class, actually. Would it be okay if we interviewed you? Ah, I see. Well, it's nice to meet such dedicated students. You caught me by surprise. No one ever comes around here. But if you're here for school, then sure, ask me anything you'd like. Thanks for the save. Thanks for the save, Rachel. I got you. This place used to be a Pokemon research facility. Oh, that's not Tim. Apparently a bunch of extensive projects and whatnot were being done here. But it's been shuttered since the R incident. The lab is massive, isn't it? Yeah, it's so huge, it's hard to keep clean. How many entrances are there? Entrances? That's a weird question. There are 4 in total. 3 large entrances and 1 small one. I see. Must be a pretty big facility then. I'll say. In fact, this place is so big, you two are actually the first people I've ever run into. No wonder you're so surprised to see us. Wait, we're the first people you've seen here? I didn't realize how few people came here.
Excuse me.
Do you know anything about the incident that happened here? Hold on. Only what I saw on the news. Some Pokemon went completely berserk here 2 years ago because of that R stuff. I heard someone actually died because of it. It's a real tragic story. Yeah, it is. This place has been shut down ever since. Rhyme City hired me to work here. The facility may not be in use, but they didn't want to let it fall into disrepair either. Interesting.
Excuse me.
Does anyone else work here? Occasionally someone comes by to take over one of my shifts, but otherwise it's pretty much just me. Not many people want to come all the way out here, so far from the city. I'm curious what's inside the building. Let's go take a look. Okay. And they just let us in? Cool beans. The door's locked. Oh, this door's locked. Let's find another entrance. Nope, this door's locked. It won't budge. Hope we can find a way in. Okay, so we can't go past that way. So we're just gonna snoop around while the janitor's right there. This door's locked. Yeah, I don't think we can get in this way. I think we've checked out everything we can for now. Hey Tim, can we talk over there for a minute? I think we should discuss the situation. Yeah, good idea. We shouldn't be overheard here. The janitor says he never sees any people around here. And this place has been closed since the incident, too. The building's definitely locked, so it'd be hard to get inside. We don't have much to go on right now. Yeah, to learn anything else, we'd need to talk to the Pokemon. I guess all we can do now is wait for Pikachu. Yeah.
It looks like he's late. What do you think Pikachu's up to?
Tim, why are you still calling your father Pikachu?
Well, it's hard for me to call him Dad to his face. I mean, he still looks like a Pikachu.
When you put it like that, it does sound awkward. There he is!
Hey! Sorry for the wait!
The dream team. So yeah, this is definitely the last chapter of the game. Getting the gang back together.
You all came to help. Thank you.
Wow, Pikachu, you have so many friends.
This ragtag crew is my entourage!
Whoa, what? Did I miss something?
Oh, Pikachu said...
Tim? There's no time for that. Got work to do.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait a second, Pikachu. Something's odd about this place. Hmm? What do you mean? We looked around while we were waiting for you, trying to find signs of Unitas's activity. The thing is, we didn't find anything at all.
Now that you mention it, it does seem a bit quiet around here. But based on what I've learned from other Pokemon, this place seems like our strongest lead. And more importantly, I've just got a good old-fashioned hunch that this is the place. Unitas is hiding here, I'm sure of it.
But where?
That's what we gotta find out. Sounds like you've already finished the preliminary investigation. Let's start talking to some Pokemon. The ones hanging around here ought to know something.
Sounds like a plan. You two are gonna conduct some interviews together, right? In that case, I'll keep looking around the area. Thanks, Rachel.
Gal? You and the others can just hang back for now. We'll come get you if we need anything. Alright. Alright, Tim, let's get started.
Yes.
Thanks for bringing your friends to help us, Pikachu. Oh no, we had a couple more dropped frames. But it's only like tiny bits. Bruh. At least it's not full on disconnecting. Knock on wood.
Hey, don't thank me, thank them.
With everyone helping so much, I'd better make sure to do my part too. Thanks for coming all this way. Da man.
He says it's only natural to help a friend in need.
Da. We're grateful for your help, Darmanitan. Thanks, Luxray.
Lux. He says not to get the wrong idea. He just has the same goals as us right now, that's all.
But it's still a big help. We're glad you're on our side, Luxray.
Lux.
Where are the others? Where's Growlithe and Pangoro? There's Growlithe. Gao. I'm glad you came. Gao.
She's been waiting to do something to thank us for helping solve the jewel theft case.
Oh, that's not necessary. But thank you, Growlithe, really. Growl.
Thanks for having our backs.
Then Pangoro's gonna be over here somewhere. Oh, are we gonna smash the barrels or something?
Goro. He says he's not sure how useful he'll be, but he'll help however he can.
Happy to have you with us, Pangoro. Pikachu, did you go all the way to Bamboo Bar just to find Pangoro?
No, I got a bird Pokemon to relay the message for me. Same with all the others. Goro. He said he'd come help no matter where we are.
Thank you, Pangoro. We really appreciate it. So this guy is the exclamation... Are all these Pokemon that just showed up with you?
Yes,
Yeah, don't worry, they're all nice. Garbodor is my partner. He loves garbage and gladly gobbles it all up. How do I get in? I don't. I've never been inside. I thought you were complaining about how large it was before. You don't clean the inside? I've only been hired to clean the grounds outside the building. Okay. I don't have a key, so I couldn't get inside even if I wanted to. Understandable. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Tangala.
Hey.
What do you do for fun around here? Tangalala. Sunbathing, eh? Sounds nice and peaceful. I bet that feels great. Tangle, tangle. You've never seen any other people around here besides the janitor? Wait a second. There's something caught in Tangle's vines. There's shards of glass. How'd those get there? Tangela. You think they might have gotten on you when you went inside the building? Wait, you've been inside? Hey, Tangela, how did you get inside? Tangela. The door's right near us? These smaller doors, huh? Tanglala. Tanga Tanga. What? These doors were unlocked until just recently? So now they're locked and you can't get in anymore. This place has supposedly been shut down for ages. Why would these doors be locked all of a sudden? I don't know, but it definitely raises some questions.
Hey.
Tangela was talking about those small doors right there, yeah? Let's turn our attention there, Tim. We didn't check that door. Maybe we can find a way in after all. Oh yeah, because we weren't able to see it from that angle.
Well...
These small doors are definitely the ones Tangela told us about. There's a chain or something on the other side keeping them from opening. So they're locked from the inside. What's going on? It's strange that these doors were unlocked until recently. Who locked these doors? The other Pokemon might know something like Tangela did. Good thinking. Let's make sure we talk to them all. Where's Garbodor? Do you have time to talk, Garbodor? Garbo. Gah. You help the janitor pick up trash? Sounds like you're a hard worker. Gaga. You don't expect to be praised just for collecting snacks? Oh right, trash is like a treat for you. Just like that Trubbish we met the other day. Right, so we did meet a Trubbish at some point during the first game, I think. Yeah, that was at the lab where we first learned about R, I think, from what I remember. Oh no, there was a Trubbish earlier in this game as well. That's probably what they're talking about. Have you seen any other humans here? Cabo. He says he's never seen any other humans besides the janitor. That tracks with what the janitor said. Is there any way to get inside that building? Gah? It's never been inside. Gotcha. Well, that doesn't help us. Have you noticed anything strange around here lately? Anything at all? Gaboda. Sometimes you find strange snacks? Sorry, but we're not here to talk about your snack. Gah. This is one of the snacks you found today? It's a food wrapper. Why would a used food wrapper be here if people don't come here? Gabobo. What, you find these all the time? Even though no one comes here? Hey, Garbodor, mind if we keep this? We can give you some other trash in exchange. Gah! Thanks, Garbodor. This could be the clue we've been looking for. A used food wrapper at a facility no one ever goes to. What could it mean? Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Diglett? Dig? Do you live here?
Dig.
Ah, this place is nice because it's comfy digging, eh?
Diglet dig.
And it's nice being able to dig as much as you want without any humans around, huh? Humans don't usually consider Diglett to be pests, you know. Farmers especially love Diglett. The soil is always perfectly tilled when you dig through it.
Dig?
Yeah, for real.
Don't be afraid to visit places with humans around. I'm sure they'll be happy to see you. Diglet dig, Diglet dig. Trio.
Diglett hasn't seen any people around, but it did mention something pretty interesting.
What did it say?
Sometimes at night when Diglett's underground trying to sleep, it hears a lot of noise.
Noise underground, you mean? Dig.
Yep, I got curious about the noise and went into the building to check it out, but no one was there. And when it went back underground, though, it could still hear the noise.
Noise when nobody's there. Strange.
Wait, how did you get inside the building?
Dig.
It says it dug a hole through the floor of the building.
Wow, it's surprisingly powerful to be able to dig into a building from underneath it.
I wonder what that sound underground was. Well, I think we've checked everything we can for now.
What do you think, Pikachu? Is Unitas really here?
Yeah, I think the chances are pretty good they're using this place as their base. I got a few reasons for thinking that. First is Diglett's story about the noises it heard coming from the building. The second is what Tangela said about those smaller doors being locked from inside. And the third is the food wrapper that Garbodor found. Any one of those things on their own wouldn't mean much.
But taken all together, we can pretty safely conclude there are people here.
Exactly. I think those things are linked by more than coincidence.
Guess we really do need to look around inside. So the next thing we gotta figure out is how to get inside. Yeah, the whole place is closed up and locked down.
Since walking in through the front entrance is a no-go, let's think of another way. Got any bright ideas? Did you think up a way to get us inside the building?
Find a hole that leads into the building? That's not gonna work. Diglett's too small. Tangela apparently entered through the small doors. Maybe we can use those to get in. No, we can't. They're locked. Find out where someone has been entering and leaving. New trash was found on the ground.
Okay.
That food wrapper Garbodor found. It looked like it had been discarded pretty recently.
True. And this place does get cleaned regularly. So that trash couldn't have been left here that long ago.
But the janitor said we're the first people he's ever seen here. Maybe the trash blew in from somewhere.
But there aren't any houses or other facilities nearby.
Unless the trash came from inside the lab and got blown out here.
You might be onto something.
In that case, if we follow the scent of this wrapper, maybe we can find the entrance.
Yeah, since it's relatively new trash, the scent is probably still fresh. I'd say it's worth a try.
Da-da-da.
Oh!
If we're hoping to follow a scent, then it's time to ask for Growlithe's help.
Agreed. Good thing I asked her to come. Now let's go ask her.
It's probably gonna lead over to the barrels. And then we need to use our Manatan to punch the barrels or something. Gal?
Hey Growlithe, we need your help with something. We'd like you to track down the scent from this wrapper.
Gal?
Piece of cake, huh? Just what I wanted to hear. You okay with us getting right to it, Tim?
Of course. Please do.
Okay, let's do it just like last time, Growlithe.
Growly. Are we gonna get a... Okay, no cutscene, good. Cutscenes drag a little sometimes.
Can you try tracking the scent from around the small door by Tangela?
Sure can. Okay, so it leads to the door. Same smell is coming from inside.
So that trash came from inside after all. There must be another place the scent leads to. Please, track it down. It's like over here. It curves, and it's going around to the barrels, just like I thought. And then we're gonna need to like move the barrels out of the way. Using Pangoro, I think. Because if we just smash them, it's gonna attract too much attention. Huh? The scent suddenly disappeared. It disappeared? Well, sort of. It's more like the scent goes on past this point, actually. Past these steel drums, you mean? I guess we'd better do something about them if we want to go further. Let's go get Tim and the others.
Pikachu says the scent continues past here. But there's no way to get back there to search.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could slip between those, but video game logic dictates otherwise.
Yeah, it'd take all day to move this many steel drums.
Guess we're gonna have to get smashy.
What? You gotta be kidding.
I know it's a rough approach, but we don't have time to dawdle. The drums at least seem to be empty, so I'm sure we can enlist one of our pals to help.
Have you always approached your investigations this way?
Depends on the situation. It's a great detective's job to find the shortest route to the truth. So who should we ask for help?
Well, if you want to get smashy, then it's gonna have to be Darmanitan.
He says he can handle anything that calls for brute strength.
In that case, I think Darmanitan is definitely the best one to ask for help with this.
Want us to get started right away, Tim?
Let's do it. Yeah. Just be careful not to hurt yourself.
We're counting on that strength of yours, Darmanitan. You ready to do this?
Darman. So we're not worried about the janitor complaining about this? Like the janitor's right there. He can hear us doing all of this.
There's a hole in the wall. Wonder if that trash from before blew out of here.
Yeah, I think it did. Me and Pangoro won't fit through that hole. So we'll have to smash open a bigger one.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you do that, the whole building could collapse.
I don't think one wall is going to cause the whole building to collapse.
We'll unlock the doors from the inside. For now, you two can wait here.
If you say so.
Tim, check this out.
You're right. It looks like we can get inside through this hole.
Are you ready to head in, Tim?
Of course. That's why we're here.
All right, let's do it.
In we go. So this is what the inside of the lab looks like. Sure is messed up. Did you hear me, Pikachu?
Huh? Oh, I was just so shocked by how trash this place is. Kind of speechless.
Yeah, I know they weren't doing any upkeep, but would it really get this bad in just 2 years? So this is where it happened. What's up, Rachel? This must be where the Pokemon went berserk during the R incident 2 years ago. That's why there's a hole in the wall and the room's in such disarray.
I see. This place must have been left just as is at the time of the incident.
Mama must have been... Are you okay, Rachel? If being here is too painful, it's totally fine if you want to wait outside. I think I just need a moment to myself, if that's alright. I thought I was ready for this, but it's hitting me harder than I expected.
Take your time. I understand. Poor girl. I'm sure she would have preferred to steer clear of this place. But all signs point to Unitas being here. Let's start looking for clues.
Alright.
Something felt strange when I came into this room. What could that have been?
Oh!
Look, Pikachu, there's another food wrapper on the floor.
It's the same as the one we got from Garbodor.
That means this trash is another piece of evidence that people have been in and out of this place.
Yeah, and there might be more proof too. Let's keep looking.
Oh!
Look, footprints. Are they human?
Couldn't be. They're too big.
They don't look too big.
There's no dust over them either, so they must be recent. I think these are probably Tangela's footprints.
Tangela have bigger feet than humans? I see. It must have left those footprints when it came inside.
The lab scientist must have used this cupboard. What's up there? I can't see what's on the shelves. You gotta tell me.
Wait a second, I'm looking. Looks like it's just chemicals and stuff. What's this? It's a key.
What a weird place to keep a key. Wonder what it's for.
Let's take it with us. We might be able to use it later.
Let me know if you see anything strange. I can't see what's up there from down here.
If I see anything, you'll be the first to know. What do you suppose these chemicals are used for?
Careful, Tim. The last thing we need right now is you hurting yourself.
Yeah, I know. You worry too much.
Lux. He says this place looks even rougher than the police station. Can't say I disagree.
Everything's trashed here. There's a note here.
Read it aloud, would you?
From the management team, regarding search procedures. Upon discovery of the object in question, collect it immediately. Once the object is collected, use concrete to seal off the first floor hallway. Please be aware of the following. Destroy the switchboard on the first floor. Do not leave any trash behind, such as food or drink containers. Due to the building's dilapidated state, watch your step as you move about. These appear to be instructions of some kind.
What do you suppose this management team is?
I have no idea. But at least we know for sure that people have been here.
Yeah, we still don't know who's been here and how many of them there are. But they were clearly following orders to search for something.
But how did they get out of here?
Good question. The door was locked from the inside.
And why did the note say to seal off the hallway with concrete?
There's still a lot we don't understand. Let's keep investigating.
So we can go this way, or we can look over here more.
Oh!
What do you think this stain is? Kind of looks like a chemical spill or something.
Maybe some chemicals spilled during the Pokemon rampage. Based on the smell and how dusty it is, I'm guessing this isn't a recent stain. Still, we don't know what chemical this was. We'd better not touch it.
Oh!
The switchboard panel is open.
It's completely busted inside. I guess this is why there's no electricity. The note said to destroy the switchboard on the first floor, remember?
So someone did this on purpose. But why would they need to do this?
They probably wanted to make it look like the first floor didn't have electricity.
To make this place look shut down and abandoned?
I think so. Seems pretty likely. Especially since that note said to seemed to contain instructions for keeping something hidden.
Everything's a mess inside the cabinets.
This wasn't done by a rampaging Pokemon. Someone must have been searching the room for something.
Okay, that's it. In this spot? Aha!
These are the doors we couldn't open because of the chain. The chain's fastened with a padlock. We need to get this unlocked so Darmanitan and Pangoro can get in here.
Sure would be convenient if that key we found earlier is for this lock.
Let's give it a try.
Here goes. Alright, that takes care of the chain.
Goro. Sorry for the wait, fellas. So Tim, what are your thoughts after looking the room over?
It's pretty clear that someone... I just noticed that that one section of wall is lighter than the rest. I wonder where the concrete went. It's pretty clear that someone's been coming in here. Based on that note, we know they had a purpose for doing so.
Right, we're light on details, but we know something fishy is going on. We should try to figure out exactly what happened here. Based on that note we saw on the desk, we can safely assume that someone else was giving instructions.
But what were people here actually up to?
If we can figure that out, we might learn something useful about Unitas. Why don't you tell me what you think, Tim?
Tone that down just a little.
Did we find any clues about what was going on here?
Someone's been living here. Someone sealed off the hallway in the back.
Okay.
The note we found said something about sealing off the hallway with concrete.
That must mean there's a hidden hallway somewhere on this floor.
Sealing off a whole hallway seems pretty extreme.
All the more reason for us to find it. If we're looking...
Got a message.
If we're looking for a hallway that's been sealed up, we should probably ask one of our friends for help.
Yeah, let's go ask. I mean, I can see where it is, but sure, we'll ask Luxray to look through it. Luxray's special vision might be able to find something.
What do you think? Time to get Luxray's help?
Okay.
Alright, Luxray, let's do this.
Lux. There it is. Hey, there's an open space behind this wall.
Bingo.
Now you know where to go, but how exactly do you plan to get there?
Break down the wall, of course.
This measly wall doesn't stand a chance against Darmanitan. Could you please smash that suspicious-looking wall over there?
Darman. Raring to go, huh? Let her rip, Darmanitan.
I smashed it good.
Just like I knew you would. Thanks, Darmanitan. Let's all keep going.
Wow, there's a whole hallway hidden behind that wall.
And some stairs leading down, too. Someone must have really wanted to keep this hidden.
Down and we go.
Oh, I wonder what's past these stairs.
Only one way to find out. Are you ready to go down there too, Rachel? Yeah, thanks, Tim. I'm okay now. I need to know how Papa and Unitas are connected.
Okay, let's go, everyone.
Down we go! Lab building B1. B1 or not B1? That is the question. Didn't realize this place had such a big basement.
Yeah, the floors above aren't in use anymore, but it sure looks like this one is.
If Unitas would go so far as to seal up a hallway, they must be keeping some pretty big secrets down here. And now it's time for us to uncover them. Yeah, let's go.
What's this feeling?
What's wrong?
I think we're getting closer to my body.
You can tell?
Apparently, yeah. I wonder if Mewtwo's power has anything to do with it.
So Dad's body is somewhere in this building.
Oh, and one more thing. It feels like Pikachu's consciousness is growing weaker inside me.
Weaker? Why?
It could be because I know who I am again, memories and all.
Oh no.
I don't know how long Pikachu can hold out, so we can't afford to dawdle.
Don't worry, we won't let Pikachu's consciousness disappear. I swear I'll find a way to return you two to normal.
Tim.
Ding dong dong ding. We will now be conducting the final test of the cubes. Management and operation teams, please stand by to the bottom floor, B5. That broadcast just now. Sounds like there's a lot to investigate.
Tim, can we talk? Tim, you know how Sophia said she could understand what I was saying all along? Wonder why she never brought it up.
That's a good question.
Yes.
The vibe down here is way different compared to upstairs. Got a bad feeling about that broadcast we just heard. We'll need to proceed down carefully if we want to expose this organization's plan. For now, I think it's best if just Pikachu and I take a look around. Got it, I'll wait here. Okay, nothing that way. Let's go.
Wait, Tim.
What is it?
Look over there.
Is that?
Let's hide and wait. Let's hide and see what happens.
Hey, did you remember to turn in the Aurora drop?
Yeah, I just dropped it off. Wasn't easy to get, though. Kramer just refused to cough it up.
What are you all doing here? The mayor is here today to inspect the production line.
Well now.
No slacking off.
Yes, ma'am.
You, come with me. I need somebody to help set up on floor B5.
Ma'am.
You two, stand by on this floor until further notice.
Copy that.
Okay then.
Hey,
I heard people talking, so I came to see what's going on.
Unitas is here, just like we thought.
Our deductions were right on the money.
Did you hear what they just said, Tim?
Yeah, something about the Aurora drop on a production line.
Based on that broadcast we heard earlier, they gotta be talking about producing the cubes.
And Papa's here to conduct an inspection.
The mayor might still be on floor B5. Let's head down there and see if we can catch him.
Guess we'll need to find a way to get downstairs.
We gotta be careful though, Tim. There are still some Unitas goons on this floor. They might have gone into one of the rooms around here. We should keep our guard up if we decide to walk in. We should keep our guards up if we decide to walk into any of them. Yeah, if we decide to walk into them, sure.
The elevator stopped at B5.
Well, they did just say they were heading down there.
I tried pushing the button, but it's not working.
I'll bet you need a card key.
I sure hope we can find one somewhere. Let's go find us a card key. This looks like a map of the facility.
Lucky for us, the floors all have labels.
Let's see. Floor B1 is labeled Management Team. Floors B2 and B3 are labeled Operations Team. And Research Team covers floors B4 and B5.
Management, Operations, and Research. Seems like Unitas is made up of 3 teams.
There's a map of this floor too.
Looks like we're on B floor. On B1, the floor used by the management team.
The map says there are 2 rooms on this floor.
And if we want to get down, we could either use the elevator or take the stairs.
As long as we can get there without being seen.
Well, for now, let's investigate.
Let's do just that.
Hey.
Okay.
We're trying to get to floor B5, right? Let's check out the stairs or the elevator.
Okay, so we're not allowed to check the rest of the floor. If you say so. There should be some stairs behind this door, but I can't seem to get it open.
It's locked. Looks like it needs a passcode.
Oh.
Looks like a terminal to input the passcode to access the stairs.
It appears to be a 4-digit passcode, too. We want to access the lower floors, but we can't use the elevator.
The stairs will work, but we need a passcode, right?
Yeah, a 4-digit number.
Let's search this floor top to bottom for that passcode then.
Good idea. Someone might have written it down somewhere. Gotta keep our eyes peeled for Unitas, though. If we get caught, this case is as good as closed.
Right. I'll be careful. Off we go. I can't make out what they're saying, but I can hear voices on the other side of this door.
Probably the same guys from before. Guess we're not investigating this room. Wait, did you hear a sound coming from that room just now? What do you think it was?
I don't know. As much as I'd like to find out, we can't just go blindly barging blindly into rooms if we want to avoid Unitas.
This is so frustrating.
But there's stuff over here.
Oh.
Security protocols have been updated due to instances of Pokemon escaping captivity. To prevent further incidents, pay close attention to each Pokemon's behavior. In the event that a Pokemon escapes, immediately notify all on-site personnel via the intercom. Escaped Pokemon are to be recaptured by any means necessary.
They're keeping Pokemon captive here?
Sure seems that way. This notice is warning people not to let any Pokemon escape.
And past escape attempts have put them on high alert, as if this wasn't already challenging enough.
Oh.
The passcode to access the stairs is updated monthly. The passcode is available in the standby room.
Aha! We can find the passcode in the standby room. Now there's a handy piece of intel.
Yeah, but there are 2 rooms on this floor. Which do you think is the standby room?
Quickest way to find out is to check both. Just to be sure, let's look at the other notices too.
Oh.
Inspections occur nightly to ensure that the cubes are operating properly. Maintenance staff will be checking each room for any abnormalities. Thank you for your cooperation. According to this, the maintenance staff will be going in and out of the rooms at night.
And they gotta run these checks 7 nights a week? Sounds like a real grind. We can find the passcode to the stairway in the standby room.
But there might be Unitas members in there, right?
Yeah, we can't just go waltzing into a room without seeing what's inside first, which means we need a hand from
Luxray.
Glad we're on the same page. Let's go ask Luxray for help.
But first...
That's a ventilation duct.
You might be able to squeeze through it, Pikachu.
You're dredging up painful memories of the police station. And the ruins. I guess I could go there. Had to gather info as a last resort. We'll keep it in mind at least.
Are you sure you'll fit? You don't want to get stuck in there.
Don't sweat it. All our running around these past few days has gotten me nice and limbered up. But I don't know if I want to crawl through right at this very moment.
Fair enough. We don't even know where it leads yet. It's Luxray time. This chapter's going to have a lot of back and forth, I can tell. Oh, Luxray should be able to see what's beyond the walls, blah, blah, blah. Ray. Should we get some help from Luxray now? Yes.
Okay.
Alright, let's do this, Luxray.
Lux. Okay, so that's probably the standby room. There are 2 humans and an electrode in the room. It's the same humans who were in the hallway earlier, the ones wearing white.
How's the electrode look?
Normal. It's in the corner, looking bored.
So you don't think it was captured by Unitas?
At any rate, it sounds like we can't go in that room to investigate. True, if you want to get inside, you'll need a plan. Pikachu.
What is it, Luxray?
There's a Pokemon collapsed on the floor in there.
What? Tell me more, whatever you can see.
There's a Wooper that's gonna limp. Not a Wooper!
Man, we gotta do something! But how can we get in there?
Ventilation duct. The duct looks like the one in the police station. Oh, where's my locked?
There's only one way to get inside.
Where's the duct to that room lead, Luxray? I can't tell from here, too many walls in the way.
Oh.
Well, I did see a duct somewhere else on this floor. I wonder if I can get inside. Let's go check it out, Luxray. I can kind of see more clearly from here. This duct leads to the room next to us.
I can probably use it to reach that Wooper then.
What's your plan now?
Let's head back to Tim for starters. I want to tell him about that whooper. That whooper that needs our help. Hold on tight. Rachel's just standing there the whole time. Be careful getting down, I'll lend your hand. You worry too much, Tim.
Hey.
Tim, I've got to tell you something. Keep it down, Pikachu, someone might hear you. Ah, right, I'll tell you quietly then. There are some Unitas guys in an electrode in the first room down the hall. Which means we can't go in there. As for the second room, there aren't any Unitas guys, but... But what? A whooper's collapsed on the floor in there. I'm worried about its condition shut away like that. That's awful. Is there anything we can do to help? Shh. Now look who needs to turn down the volume. I feel the same way as you, Tim. We've got to help. Looks like a duct on the far side of this floor leads into that room. I ought to be able to squeeze through, especially if it's for a rescue mission. Sounds good. Let's go. Okie dokie. Do. Pikachu slowly falling behind. I ought to be able to reach the room Whooper's in from here. I'll go check on it, so just sit tight. Got it. Here, let me help you get into the duct. Thanks, Tim.
Come on, Tim. Give me a boost.
Sure thing. Hurry and go help.
I got it covered.
Had to make use of that animation one last time.
Well, I'm in. Now I just need to help that weakened whooper Luxray told me about.
Oh, it's probably dehydrated.
Hey, are you okay? What happened to you?
Whoopa.
Oh man, it's in bad shape. I need to unlock the doors so I can call Tim and the others.
Hey.
Don't have time to investigate this right now.
Okay.
Hey.
Yes, I can open the door from inside. Hey Tim, Rachel, get in here.
Is Whooper okay?
It's in pretty bad shape.
Poor thing. What could have made it collapse like this? It must need water. See? Whooper's whole body is dried up. We need to get some water ASAP. I'm pretty sure there's water on this floor.
Yeah, let's go get some for Whooper.
There is? I don't remember there being water. Oh.
This water should perk Whooper right up.
Let's bring it some right away. Whoop whoopa. Oh good. It looks so much better.
It says thank you.
Whoopa. Thank goodness it's okay. What's Whooper doing here anyway?
Good question. Let's ask. Mind if we ask you a few questions, Whooper?
Whoop.
Okay.
Your skin looks all damp and healthy again. That's great to see.
Whoopa. Huh. The air actually feels a little cooler next to Whooper. Thanks to its damp ability, Whooper can make the air around itself more humid. Interesting. That actually feels pretty refreshing. Whoopa. Is this gonna come into play like Whooper's gonna have to be there to prevent Electrode from exploding? Because that's what the damp ability does, I'm pretty sure. What are you doing here in the first place, Whooper? Whoopa, whoop, whoop.
Some humans captured it and brought it here against its will.
Just like Darmanitan and his friends.
What a horrible thing to do.
Whoopa.
They wouldn't give it any water either, so it got weaker and weaker over time.
Whooper usually live in water. The sudden change in environment must have been tough for it. Do you know anything about Unitas, Whooper? Whooper?
Whooper says something was put on its back. After that, its mind went blank. That'd explain why it doesn't know anything about Unitas.
I'm sure that something was a cube. Unitas must have been conducting experiments on this poor Pokemon.
Okay.
Whooper seems okay now, so we should get back to what we were doing.
Right, we need to find the passcode to get downstairs.
It might even be in this room, so we should look around. Why don't we try that desk first? It might have some info we can use.
Sounds good.
Oh.
Whoa, look at this.
What is it, Tim?
A photo of the Aurora Drop.
They were talking about the Aurora Drop earlier, weren't they?
What's this all about?
There might be some valuable info on this desk. What should we look at first?
Alright, let's start here, I guess.
Oh.
This looks like a report about some experiments. But why is there another photo of the Aurora Drop attached to it?
Good question. How about just skim the report and see what it says?
Did the Aurora Drop fall from space? And a couple other section titles, namely Meteorites and Extraterrestrial Viruses, and the Aurora Drop and Meteoric Energy. So extraterrestrial viruses sounds a bit like Deoxys.
The Aurora Drop in outer space?
I can't wrap my head around what this research is even about. What's this folder?
Let's see, it's labeled Business Plan.
Hey, look at this page. These budget numbers are enormous.
Wow, that's a lot of zeros. I wonder where this organization gets its funding.
I'm not sure we can figure that out from this document alone. I'm leaving the computer for last.
What's this? Something from the management team to the research team.
Handle the Aurora Drop with care and disinfect it. It may be coated with Cramorant saliva. Be sure to finish before Mayor Myers comes to inspect.
Huh?
Oh.
It's a photo of Sableye.
I think... Yeah, this is the same Sableye I met in the police station. We were roommates, actually.
And they were roommates! What's a photo of it doing here?
There's something written on the back.
Oh, you're right. It says it eats jewels, so watch out.
Huh? What exactly are people supposed to watch out for? I don't see anything else I'm particularly curious about.
What? You're not curious about the computer that is clearly still on and logged in? Are you stupid? These documents are full of complicated-looking equations.
Yeah, it'd take a specialist to make sense of all this. Looks like there's nothing else to investigate here.
Okay, so I guess the first one was like, hey, there's no more important things, and then the other one was like, hey, there's literally nothing else here.
This desk reminds me of all the times your mom would get annoyed with me. She used to say, it took a lot of talent to clutter up a room the way I did.
Okay then. Seems like Unitas has been doing some really detailed research on the Aurora Drop.
They might have had something to do with its theft.
What do you mean might have had something? The Cramorant had a cube on it.
Why don't we think about this for a second, Tim? If Unitas was involved in the jewel theft, what exactly was their motive?
I'm curious about that too. How are they planning to use the Aurora Drop?
Let's look back on what we found and think it over.
Find any clues that might help us figure this out? They stole it to defeat Sableye. They stole it to further their research, obviously.
Okay.
Maybe they stole the Aurora Drop to further their research. I mean, take a look at this photo from the experiment report, and this photo of the Aurora drop.
It's the same jewel.
Seems like they've been doing a lot of research about that jewel. But what in the world for?
If we keep investigating this facility, I'm pretty sure we'll find out one way or another.
Rightio. They stole it for experiments. Well, now we know why the Aurora drop was stolen.
But we still haven't found the passcode for the stairs.
Let's really give this room a thorough search. Maybe we'll find the passcode somewhere.
Tim, over here.
What?
Don't worry. I'm gonna solve this case soon so you can go back home. Hang in there.
Whooper's mouth just being a flat texture looks really weird when you look at an angle like that.
Oh.
There's an intercom here.
Looks like we can use the intercom to broadcast to other rooms in the facility.
Do you think we might be able to use this? I think... Is that everything in the room?
Yes.
I'm so glad Whooper's recovered. This is just one reason we need to hurry and get down to the lowest floor. We can't let them get away with this. Yeah, we're trying to find a way down there right now. Just let me know if there's anything I can do. I'll help however I can. There's nothing else in this room. Oh, yes there is.
Oh.
There's a notice on the wall. In the event of a fire or other emergency, an alarm will sound throughout the entire facility. If you hear the alarm, please evacuate immediately.
As sketchy as this organization is, I'm glad they've at least got a disaster preparedness plan.
But how exactly were they going to get out when the wall has been concreted up? Huh?
I doubt there's anything else to find in this room.
Yeah, you're right. Darn. Passcode to reach floor B2 should be in the standby room next door. Is there any way to check that room without alerting Unitas members in there? There was no passcode in here, so I guess we can conclude that this isn't the standby room.
In which case, the passcode ought to be in the room next to this one.
But Unitas members are in there, right?
Yeah, we gotta figure out a way to get them out. Let's look back on what we've found so far and come up with a plan. Find any clues that might help us figure this out?
We could report a fire, but that goes for the entire facility. We can't wait until the nightly maintenance checks. We can't take it by force, no way that's going to work. But we can report a Pokemon's escape.
Okay.
What if we use the intercom to report that a Pokemon has escaped? A notice on the wall said that if a Pokemon escapes, everyone's supposed to drop what they're doing and try to recapture it. So if we told a little white lie over the intercom,
everyone in that room would freak out and rush out of there.
Yep, and while they're out, we can sneak inside and search the room.
Hey.
Alright, let's use this thing to flush those guys out.
Will Growlithe and the others be okay?
Good point. They should probably... stay clear of the stairs. Go and let them know. Go and let them know. Let's go and let them know. Okay. Now we got them all to move. Now Unitas mooks won't run into them when they leave the room.
Phew. Okay. Here goes nothing. Let's see. The number for the room next door is...
Hello. This is floor B1.
A Pokemon has escaped the facility. I need you on the first floor right away. All of you!
But we were told not to leave our posts.
Are you disobeying a direct order from your superior? Get yourselves up here now!
Yes, sir! Emergency! Mobilize and move out!
We did it.
See, Tim's voice actor is actually good. He just, most of the time, I guess, was directed to not put any energy into his voice whatsoever. Sounds like it worked. Now those Unitas bozos are gone, we can finally get into the standby room. Let's check it out before they come back. Let's do it. Uh-oh. Oh, it has a cube. What? Oh, yikes. Electrode's still here. Oh, no. Wait, is that Electrode about to use self-destruct? Sure looks like it. This is bad, Tim. We've got to calm Electrode down, but how? I think I know a way, Tim. Pokemon can't use self-destruct if there's too much moisture in the air. Really? Then that means... we just need to dampen the air. Thanks, Rachel. Let's hurry, Tim. Time to get Woopa. Wooper, we need your help. An Electrode in the next room over is about to use self-destruct and explode. Come with us so you can dampen. Could you come with us and dampen the air in there? Whoop. Thanks a ton. I knew we could count on you, buddy. It's willing to help us? Thanks, Wooper. You're a real lifesaver. Woopa. Okay, let's go stop that Electrode. No thoughts, head empty.
Yes.
Nice. Alike. It says thanks for stopping the explosion. The credit should really go to Wooper. It's okay to take some credit now and then, Tim. But hey, Electrode, why'd you rev up and explode all of a sudden? You got startled by some stranger showing up out of the blue, huh? So it wasn't ordered to attack us or anything. Apparently its only orders would await here.
Excuse me?
Could you tell us a little about yourself? It says it's much more prone to exploding when it's stressed. I imagine being shut in a little room like this would be really stressful. Apparently that's not the problem. It's just upset that those Unitas folks haven't been playing with it much recently. Oh, I see.
Hey.
Can you tell us anything about the people in white uniforms who were in this room earlier? Oh, this Electrode wasn't brought here by force. It's been the partner of a Unitas member since before all this happened. Really? Huh. Guess some people in Unitas actually care about Pokemon. Electrode says they're all really friendly. I'm surprised to hear that. They've been using Pokemon like tools. It's hard to imagine them as anything other than the bad guys. Maybe they were just nice around Electrode so it wouldn't explode. Somehow that's even harder to imagine. Now that Electrode's calmed down, we can finally search this room. Wooper's ability really came in clutch. Thanks, Wooper. We really appreciate you defusing the situation before it could blow up in our faces. Wooper. Okay, Tim, let's get to it. We're not going to acknowledge the massive dad joke pun that Tim just made. Right, we need to find the passcode to the stairs. Okay, I can't interact with that. Can't interact with that. So I guess we just... oh, no, there is another thing. Let's see what these papers are. From the management team to the research team. To optimize research efficiency, voice recorders for dictating notes will be distributed to all research personnel. It looks like the researchers here use voice recorders. Dictating notes sounds way more efficient than writing them out. I ought to try that for detective work. I think we're doing just fine with regular written notes. But wouldn't it be handy if we could record witness statements? That actually does sound pretty helpful now that you mention it.
Someone wrote down the passcode to the stairs. Awesome, now we can get down to floor B2. Yeah, the passcode is 7020. Okay, then let's head to the stairs as soon as we finish investigating this floor.
Oh.
This is Unitas's schedule for today. Bring in the Aurora drop, Mayor Myers' inspection, ship out the cubes. No, not that. No, not that.
Oh.
This document's full of information written in fine print. And look at these sections. Sanjeev Dennis's mansion, Pokemon inside the mansion. Looks like they did their homework before stealing the Aurora drop. Okie dokie. Yeah. Let's enter the passcode. Should be that 4-digit number we just found. 7020.
Okay.
Alright, Tim, it's unlocked. Yeah, now we can go to floor B2. B2 or not B2? That is the question. Okay, let's head downstairs. This way, everyone. We gotta be quiet, though. Gal. La building B2. Well, that's not ominous at all. Well, we're finally on B2. It's a lot quieter than the floor above. It's like there's no one here at all. It's gonna be an echo fest if we go down all these halls together. Yeah, might be better if the rest of you wait here. Okay, be careful, Tim. Hey, check it out. There's a floor map over there. Looks like there's a big storage room on this floor. And on the other side of that storage room are the stairs leading down to the next floor. Yeah, that's gonna be a hike. Guess we better get going. Looks like we'll need another passcode to access the stairs, too. Gotcha. We'll look for it on our way, then. However, I think that's going to be all for today. I'm ending a little early, but that's because I think we can probably, like, just going by the lengths of the chapters, I think we can probably finish this off next stream, and I don't want to go too far, just in case, like, we end up having a super short stream next time, and also, I have other things I need to do today. It's a Saturday. I have things that need to be done on Saturdays. Let's go to the chat scene. So yeah, that is all. My chat box is still empty. Bit of a quiet stream today, I suppose. But that's fine. We had stuff. We got through things. We did the stuff. We all good. My next stream is going to be tomorrow. We'll be playing something that isn't Detective Pikachu, so I can rest my voice just a little. A little bit, because I'll still be talking and shit. There's a few people online. Even, yeah, sure. We'll still raid, even though it's a tiny raid. How many viewers does it say? 1. But if I click here, will this count? No, it still says 1 viewer. Okay. Doing a 1 viewer raid. Let's go. Oh well, it helps algorithm stuff, I guess. Question mark. Let me do the raid messages. It said 2. It said I had 2 viewers, but then the raid says 1. Not sure how that works, but yeah.
So that's going to be all from me. If I click back over here, will it? Oh, we dropped some frames. Okay. No, it doesn't. Still doesn't include in the raid. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Otsukame. Bye bye. Insane.